Hello Taurus, my name is Kristi. I am the Twisted Elemental. I am coming to you today to do your February 2024 spiritual growth reading. What we're going to do is we're going to start with an archetype deck and an animal deck. And we're going to kind of get the theme for what you're working through spiritually this month, what that energy is. And then for the main spread, we're going to pull that energy down in to see how that looks in your 3D world. So how it's going to look in your life. So let's get started. I'm calling on Spirit and all my sacred guides to help me discern true and accurate messages for all Taurus placements today. I would like messages of the purest, highest, white light of truth and for the greater good of all. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Taurus, let's get started here. So Taurus, February 2024. What's going on with them? What are they working through? I have gossip. I'll grab my readers here, Taurus. It says the light attributes. Awakens considerations for the feelings of others, honoring trust. The shadow attribute thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. All right, let's get an animal card. Taurus, please. February 2024. What are they working through here? I have the crow. Oh, transition. It says which part of your life is or may be going through a transition. Maybe you are changing relationships, careers, or cities. Whatever it is, the crow is signaling that you are ready to make the change. Taurus, with this gossip card here, you may either yourself or somebody in your life may have been in the past exuding these qualities, maybe being a gossip, betraying people's confidences, taking private information and using it for your own personal power. So that could have been you or somebody else around you. But I see if this was you, this is your transition into something else altogether. If this was the people around you in your life, you're transitioning to have other types of people around you. And if this was an aspect within yourself, then you're learning empathy, maybe? You're awakening to your own empathy, possibly? Wow. It's a very big transition. I have on the bottom here, owl. I think you are awakening to your own empathy, and I think maybe you're awakening also to the lack of empathy in people around you. I have observation with the owl here. You are being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or person's motives. You need to hear what is really being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. That's huge, Taurus. All right, let's get a little bit more energy on this. Three cards, please. Taurus, February 2024. What's going on here? Go the distance. It's card 47. That's an 11 card. This is saying that You're almost where you need to be. Don't give up. I have no place like home on the bottom. This is happy, happy. Like you're almost right there. Like this is the light at the end of the tunnel is there. Time to go. Here and now. You're seeing something very clearly right now in the here and now, Taurus. And I want to say it's about motivations and possible empathy or lack thereof of somebody in your circle, somebody around you, or a situation that you've been in. You are transitioning out of this and you're seeing things that you can't unsee. This is happening here and now, but also here and now, you're so close. Go the distance. Don't give up. Happy, happy is right there. Here and now is a 23. That breaks down to 5. That means there's changes happening right now in the here and now that you're meant to be paying very close attention to. 26 here for the happy, happy. That's an 8. This talks about harmony and flow and stability and abundance. This is the 47 is an 11. This is a wish. This is something that you have wished for and wanted for a long time. You're right there at the end of the finish line. All right, let's get the main spread here. I'm going to use 2 decks for the main layer, and then we're going to clarify anything. But what we're asking here is what's going on around you physically in your life right now, what the lesson's meant to be, the blessing you're meant to receive, the challenge you're meant to overcome, and the advice from Spirit, and we'll clarify all of it. Taurus, February 2024. This gossip, I mean, you could be really seeing that somebody that you trusted wasn't somebody that you could trust at all. One more shuffle here, Taurus. The all-over energy for this reading, Taurus, is trauma. The 9 of Swords. It's telling me that something you are going through right now is really rough and hard. You've been through some stuff. This is a card of anxiety, replaying conversations over and over in your head, loss of sleep, perseverating on just something because you're trying to glean some truth out of it. Or it didn't feel right and you're trying to glean some truth out of why. I think this is right now you are being shown the truth of some situation or some person. Underneath that, I have the 3 of Wands. It says communication. I want to say that you're seeing stuff you have to see now so that you can expand. The stuff that you're seeing is the stuff that's holding you back. This is the stuff that holds you down, that's been, keeping you stuck in a lower vibration. Because once you see something, there's expansion. Under this expansion, I have guidance. This is saying that you are being guided to the truth of a situation right now. Spirit is giving you this. You really need to pay attention to it. It will expand everything for you. Even if it's something you didn't want to know. Usually the reason why this is so traumatizing, because it's the worst of the worst. We didn't want this to be true. Right. What's going on, Taurus, right now? I have the King of Cups. It's something to do with emotion. This could be another person, or this could be you. It says romance. King of Cups in the upright is a beautiful energy. It could be, you know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Does not have to be. This could be the element of you. But it's an... it's an energy of love. It's an energy of... like the King of Cups has the capacity to hold vast amounts of love. The King of Cups doesn't always give the love, though. This is love, though. This guy's it looks like he's walking on the moon. And then there's another moon in the background. It doesn't look like the Earth to me. That looks like a moon surface. Like, which saying, being this is a love being very guided by intuition here. We'll clarify. This has to do with romance for certain. All right, what's the lesson here for Taurus? 10 Pentacles. It says wealth. Taurus, this could be huge. The 10 Pentacles is like having it all. Like what having it all means to you. It is wealth. It's legacy type of money. But legacy isn't just about wealth. It's your name. It's what you know, the things you leave behind in this world. This could be about a family. This could be about a business or corporation. The head of a business or corporation. We're going to get more information. This also could be like inherited money or... lessons learned within a family of origin. What's the blessing here for Taurus? 10 of Swords. Conclusions. We've got 2 10s here. This is definitely a transition. There is a cycle ending here because you're seeing something very clearly. Something you didn't want to see, I think, for a long time. Or it was, you were seeing it, but you didn't trust your gut maybe about it. This is things that are done, dead, and over. This is the blessing that something is done, dead, and over here. The part of the 10 of Swords is about, we'll go into this when we read it more a little later, but it's about carrying the lessons forward and leaving the pain behind. This does revert to the Ace of Swords, truth, victory. The challenge here for Taurus, Queen of Swords, boundaries. This says independence. Say that also. You need to be independent of this energy for certain. But how you do that with the Queen of Swords is having very firm boundaries and not letting anyone cross them. She's also like a human lie detector. So this is also the other part is trusting your gut when somebody's lying to you. If their words are saying one thing, but their actions are saying something else, or their words make you feel a certain kind of way in your body, trust that. The advice from Spirit, King of Wands, passion. Take action on something here. Possibly. Oh, and I thought this was the King of Cups. It's not. It's the Knight of Cups. This is definitely about romance. It's about emotional vulnerability. This King of Wands, this could be about a particular person who might be a fire sign. This also could be about you. And I think this is your advice. I want to say this is about you taking action in your own life here. Based on something that you're passionate about. Let's get another layer of cards and then we're going to clarify. I use the yin yang oracle here to get another layer. I don't know if you can hear the candle that I have going. It's very loud right now. All right. A fulfillment. Wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups, success, achievement, happy endings. We also have 9-9. I have 9-9 and 10-10. This is definitely a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning here. But I want to say, Taurus, what you're going through right now is you are having anxiety about there's a person here and you don't know if they're your wish fulfillment or not. I think you want to believe that they are, but I think there's been signs that you've been ignoring, and Spirit is telling you you cannot ignore them anymore. If you are feeling on the fence about whether this is actually a wish fulfillment, you're being shown some stuff. All right, Knight of Cups here. Rebirth, timing card. Turning inward, major changes, transition from light to darkness. This is romance with the Knight of Cups and something transitioning from light to darkness. You feel like in a romance you were wooed by somebody and then maybe the rug was pulled out from underneath you. We have this owl and it says to observe for motives here, right? Observe what's going on around you. We have gossip, people doing things for their own power, for their own benefit. Ten of Pentacles, the lesson. Oh, I have the South Node in your comfort zone. Resistance, fear of the new, clinging to the old ways or situations. What did I say here? This could be things that we were taught in your family of origin about how families look, how businesses look, what having it all means. There's a comfort zone here. Interesting. Your blessing here with the Ten of Swords. Timing card. Past is over, starting over. Soul growth, clearing new intentions. So yeah, like the end, something's done, dead, and over so that something new can begin. We've learned lessons here that we're taking forward. We need to leave the pain behind because we have new stuff growing here from what we've learned. Again, I said this reverts to the Ace of Swords. Victory, truth, a new beginning. Your challenge with the Queen of Swords. Abundance, windfall, gifts, celebrating, promotions, opportunities, successful ventures. That's interesting. That candle is going nuts. I want to say this is celebrating gifts, a windfall. This doesn't mean necessarily monetarily wise. That could be a challenge for you, like being discerning about where your money goes here. That's a possibility. If that's yours, take it. If it's not, I think this is about gifts of discernment, your gifts. Like knowing what your boundaries are and then enacting them. Also the lie detector part, understanding when you feel a certain way when someone's saying something to you, that means because you know they're lying. You don't have to have the receipt. You know it. This is like you actually need to put these gifts that you have of discernment into use. Your advice with the King of Wands? Change. Courage. This is an action card. This is an action king. This is about going after something that you really want because you want it. This is courage, change, a relocation, moving on, progress, Eight of Wands, travel, communication, going towards this type of energy or being this type of energy to create change. I think it's the latter. It could be both. I don't know. This could be mirrored. Oh, interesting. I have Divine Feminine on the bottom here. It says feminine energy. Intuitive. Right. Intuitive. Nurturing. Creative. Magnetic. Wounded. Insecure. Codependent. Victim. I want to say part of the codependent victim part here was from the comfort zone. And like being victimized by these type of people. Right? but you're coming through learning this lesson. You're coming into your divine feminine energy. I don't care if you're a male or female. We all have divine masculine and feminine within inside us. The goal is to balance that out so that we can call on both aspects when we need them. This is beautiful. All right, let's clarify here, Taurus. So what we have going on here is the Knight of Cups, and there's romance, but there's transition from light to dark. Like it's not what was expected. There's a romance that was not what we expected here. What is this? Tell me more about what's going on here for Taurus. Like, again, it's not what we expected, right? It's like we thought it was going to be one thing, and it's not. It's turning really dark. We have all this anxiety over, is this our wish fulfillment? Is it? What's going on here for Taurus? Taurus, please. Come on with this Knight of Cups, please. I have the Fool and 7 swords. With the 7 of Cups underneath, illusions. Oh my. This is the Taurus I'm speaking to right now does feel like they were a fool. Like they didn't see something and they acted anyway. The 7 of Swords is my liar, cheater, stealer card. But you feel, this is a sense of feeling duped. We've got the Knight of Cups here, you know, like being emotionally vulnerable, but having it not appear, it's like having it not appear that it is what it was. You took a leap of faith towards something, but it was a lie. You were lied to here. I want to say you feel like a fool. Like, but there were massive, this was a manipulation. There was illusions here with the 7 of Cups. This person presented themselves as somebody that they weren't. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Taurus. But you're seeing something here. This is a lesson that's going to serve you in your future. I know it doesn't feel great. I've had the same lesson. Absolutely. But this is important for your future. Wow. All right, your lesson here is your comfort zone. Like 10 Pentacles, like this is all the things I talked about. It's something to do with money, family stuff. Like there's something learned here, or some reason, or a family you stay around because it's a comfort zone. But maybe it's somebody in this family who does this to you, who is not what they projected themselves to be. Take that if it resonates. There's some comfort zone within you, though, here. What is this lesson? This lesson, whatever it is, seeing something very clearly here, Taurus, is meant to break you out of the South Node energy. And when you're broken out of your South Node energy, you put into your North Node energy. And that means your purpose. So this lesson puts you on the right path. Tell me about this lesson, please. For Taurus. I think this is a lesson of discernment. You're going to be shown that your instincts are fully spot on. And that in the future, you need to trust them. Yeah, the 9 of Wands in reverse. This is a card of giving up. Now, I know we already had the card of go the distance. I want to say this is the difference of knowing where to give up and where to go the distance on. I think where you're going towards, you need to give up something. There's a sacrifice here to get where you're going. And you're almost there. But this implies that you've been through a bunch. All these wands behind this wounded warrior are lessons that this person's learned. Tell me that you're not putting effort into that anymore. Like, this is a sense the wounded warrior gets up to fight another day, but they also know when to pick their battles. This one isn't a battle for you to have to continue fighting. Or scratch that. Because I've got, when I put that down on top of the South Node, I'm like, maybe the giving up is staying right put where you are, even though it's miserable, Taurus. Maybe the lesson that, because we have your advice as King of Wands as taking action. Maybe this is just the opposite. The part of the lesson here is you have given up on something here, like you're sitting in a comfort zone because maybe you think that's all. This is about self-worth. Self-worth. You're sitting in some type of comfort zone here. You've given up on some dream, on something, on ever getting out of the spot where you're at. And you're meant to figure that out, to start putting the effort in, to break yourself out of some cycle of the same old. I still have the 7, a cycle of delusion and illusions created by people around you. This could, like, again, family. This could be family. This could be work. This definitely could have, like, there could be money used as manipulation here. Tell me more about this 9 of Swords, or 9 of Wands. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse. This is like bad planning. First of all, this is in the upright. The 3 of Pentacles is about building. It's about building with community or building something for the community, building something with others. It's very profitable and expansive. In the reverse, but this is like, it's something is not expanding. Something is, something's not growing. But this is like bad planning, bad timing, not enough effort put in, bad poor communication. I have the Death card underneath. This is like, the lesson here is about you ending all this within your life. If you've been passive, and you know what, especially for Tauruses are hard workers. They have the ability to really, like, put their nose to the grindstone and get whatever needs to be done. But a Taurus in their comfort zone, or a Taurus in their lower vibrations, lazy as fuck. I'm sorry, but it's true. Same thing. I'm a Virgo. It's the same thing for Virgo also. I think this is... Yes, there's deception around you. Yes, there's, like, fuckery and whatever there is going on. There's definite deception here, right? But there's some... You have to understand here that only you, through your actions and loving yourself, and means having boundaries, can break yourself out of this cycle. There's something here about money also, and you being able to not stay in something because of money reasons. That's you, Taurus. You have the ability to make your own money or to remake it. I'm going to move on, but take that if it resonates. Your blessing here is there's a new start. After a harsh ending. Tell me about this And it is, with the death card underneath. That is something ending. But it's something ending so it can be reborn. I think something ending rebirths you, Taurus. Tell me about this Ten of Swords for Taurus, please. The blessing here. Like, this is a card of having plenty. Eight of Pentacles. This is through some work that you do. This is the Eight of Pentacles is a student becoming the master, really putting work into something. But what you put work into with the Eight of Pentacles is self. It's a student becoming the master. So there's something you create here that you do that is about you, and that's putting the effort into you to create abundance and growth. Because you put an end to an old cycle where you weren't putting the work into yourself. I have the Knight of Swords here. This is you rushing forward. This is a quick change. The Knight of Swords is all about truth. He has something to say here. This is you saying some truth. I want to say this is you learning some truth, right? Like about where you stand on something. Is something wish fulfillment? Is it? Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles, please, for Taurus. The Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Hangman. This is you getting a new perspective on stuff here because you've been guided to observe the people around you and what their real motives are, right? We've got some real shallow people here. Again, a card of like people having other motives, looking for power, putting people down to gain power over them. So this is getting a new perspective, right? Getting a new perspective of where you, need to defend yourself, where you need to stand up for yourself with the Page of Pentacles, and then learning something new, a new start. I love it when these two cards come out together, the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, because this is the student becoming the master. This is the student. This is where this starts. Also, he's holding the Ace of Pentacles, that new beginning, right? So if you feel like things are being thrown up right now into your face, or you're having questions about stuff, follow the question and look into it further. Spirit is trying to help give you a new perspective about this. So your challenge here is the Queen of Swords with abundance and gifts, right? Using your gifts of discernment to guide you forward here. Right now I have the King of Pentacles underneath, which is your advice to create change, putting action into change. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords, the challenge here for Taurus. This is definitely how you stand up for yourself here, how you defend yourself is through your boundaries. This is you saying, this is what I will and won't accept. And when someone crosses that, you cut them out of your life. Seven Pentacles. This could be going on for a really long time. This is a card of divine timing. This tells me that this, and we had in the here and the present, in the here and now, whatever's going on is happening right now. It's telling me that right now you're being guided. It's the time for you to stand up for yourself. But this is also tells me there's been a lot of cycles of this. Like you've had to deal with this a lot. That's that Nine of Wands, right? Like over and over and over, like to the point where you want to give up. This is saying don't give up. Keep putting the work in here. I have Justice underneath. This is truth, balance, your truth, receiving justice. Like this says you need to keep going here for yourself so you can receive your justice here. The truth is going to come to light. This person is very inspired with their intuition. This tells me that Spirit is giving you the truth. Spirit's giving you the truth so that you can put the work in, boots on the ground with your boundaries. Using your gifts. Using your gifts. Tell me about the Seven Pentacles. challenge here? The other part, I just had the Two of Swords flip up. The other part to the Seven of Pentacles here, part of this challenge is assessment. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of assessing the work put into something versus what you got out of it. This is telling me there's a need here to go back. Because again, this is a cycle. It's been going on for a while. So there's a need for you to look back over relationships or whatever this is bound, maybe your family of origin, to look at cycles there and to see what you put into something and how it turned out. Like, are you getting what you put in? Because there's a decision that needs to be made there, and it needs to come from a place of your own knowledge of what you've witnessed, what you've observed, what you have experienced. And there may be a decision here that you need to make that involves cutting people out of your life. Because when you do that, they're holding you back. That's when your abundance comes in. I have the Six of Cups. This could be a person you've known your whole life, or this could be a person that you've known since childhood. This denotes a nostalgic energy of like going back. Your advice here is to create change through your own actions here, going after what you want, something for yourself, something that you're passionate about. Tell me about this King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands the advice for Taurus, please? The Knight of Pentacles. This is like, the Knight of Pentacles is a very diligent energy. Like, and they're going to have the change here. The Knight of Pentacles is diligent energy. It's somebody going on their way, and it's a very good earth sign energy. It's Virgo energy, but it's about being methodical. This person's on their journey. It's a slow journey, but the reason why it's slow is because they're learning their lessons and stacking their coins along the way here. We've got the Ace of Coins also, his new beginning that he's going towards. But the reason why he's slow getting there is because he's learning his lessons along the way. This is part of what you're doing, and creating change by going after what you want. There's going to be some new lessons there for you, Taurus, but you have mastered the old lessons. This is also a card of loyalty, of being loyal and true to yourself. What do you desire? What do you want? What do you want to do to create change in your own life here? How are you going to be loyal to yourself to do that? Knight of Pentacles, please. I have the Eight of Wands and the Emperor. This is the Eight of Wands. That's communication, fast forward, passionate movement towards what? Towards being the boss of your own life here with the Emperor. Listen. Or you're like, this is you being balanced within your divine feminine and masculine, being balanced within. Or this is whatever this is happening here. If you're seeing some relationship that you're in for the truth that it's not so great, and you're dropping it and moving on, it's going to thrust you right towards your Emperor, towards your true match here. I see this mostly as you being really in charge of your life and driving it forward from a place of you being in control, because you can really see and communicate like the fuckery that you see around you. All right. I want to get a couple angel guidance cards here for you, Taurus, and then we're going to call this a close. I do hope this was helpful for you. I have Taurus. Make a decision. It says card 19. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. Trust the guidance that you are receiving. Card 35. It says, Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. Told you were seeing something, right? I am also present to clear away your worries so that you can trust in divine guidance. All right, Taurus, I'm sending you so much light and love. I want you to remember to stay blessed and to always, always, always love yourself first, please. Thank you.